Where do recycled bottles go? Sure, to a recycling center or something, but what happens there? And does it go anywhere else? First, for some important information. What does the number on the recycling symbol mean? Well, it means what type of plastic it is, and is a major factor as to what gets recycled. If it has a 1, a 2, or maybe a 5, it depends on the center it gets recycled at, then it's prioritized over other numbers. 1 is the most special, with the acronym PET, or P-E-T. More on that later. Just remember, PET. But where does it go? That's what we are asking after all. Well, to the recycling center. Hence the name. I mean, it's actually called a Material Recovery Center. They're in New York, but regardless. Most recycling centers are in China, but a few exist in America. Now, they sort the plastic and other non-plastic recyclable stuff into non-recyclable stuff, because a lot of stuff in recycling bins can't actually be recycled. Then, they melt down the plastic after sorting that out as well, and companies buy the plastic to use it again. Some companies mix a reused plastic with fresh plastic. Now, remember 1, or PET? Well, PET is the most renewable plastic, as it can be used again and again. And it comes from non-renewable resources like crude oil and natural gas. Another fun fact, Pepsi uses 50% of PET plastic in the United States. The more you know. So that's the life of your average plastic bottle in a nutshell. From bottle to recycling center. Or back into bottles. Sometimes. More often than not, it goes right to the landfill. Wait, what? Yeah, only 31% of plastic bottles and 10% of all plastic ever get recycled. The former statistic as of 2015. In truth, it's more economically viable to use fresh plastic than recycled plastic. As such, fresh plastic is used more often. The fact is, most recycling advertisements were paid for by crude oil and plastic companies, as they needed to convince people to use plastic. So, they made a bunch of startup recycling centers in the late 1980s, which all lasted just a few years before shutting down. And it worked. There isn't any real solution to that at the moment though. Maybe crude oil will become far too expensive, making recycled plastic more viable. Or maybe we can use the moon as a giant landfill and not worry about recycling and stuff. Plus, don't keep that from stopping you. 30% of plastic recycled is 30% of plastic recycled. Put your bottles in the blue bin, not the green bin. On a more serious note, maybe use reusable water bottles. There are a lot more places today where you can refill water bottles for free, so why not?